Hi crafty friends, it's me Mary and I'm back. Today is a super gloomy day outside, so the lighting isn't great, but I still wanted to come on and make a video because I've got some really fun stuff to show you guys. So first off, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You guys know I appreciate you so much and I'm so happy to see you and talk with you and show you everything that I got. So I went to Joann's and I went to the Goodwill bins. So I got some really fun stuff. Joann's was on their last 4 days, so the prices were super good. First off, I wanted to show you these, and these are the Draper James wrapping paper books. And Draper James is a company of Reese Witherspoon. So I really like her designs and I thought I'd pick up some of this paper. I'm going to try to remember the general prices, but I have one receipt with me, but I went twice. So I'll try to remember the roundabout prices for you. But these were $4. But I just thought they were so pretty, so I got that one. And then I got 3 of this one. I really liked this one, especially the blue flowers. Comes with tags in the back too, so if you see these, pick them up. They're really cool. So I got all of those, and then I also picked up this Everett Road clay heart. These are by Kathy Holden. I don't know if you guys knew that, but this Everett Road brand is hers. So these are pretty cool. I love the thickness of these. These were around $1.50 or $1.25. And there was only one of them, so I picked it up. Then I got these Tim Holtz photo frames. I couldn't believe that they even had anything Tim Holtz left, but these were around $2. And then I got these hitch posts, or they call them hitch fasteners. And they're just, I'm going to use them to put elastic around the journal and then to close the journal. They're like a little doorknob on the front of your journal. So these were around $2 as well. And then I got this. This was probably one of my most expensive finds. It's a Gamblin spatula, and it's ergonomic, but these are really cool. It was $13.99, 80% off. So I didn't think that was bad. So I picked that up. I also got this by Tim Holtz. So surprised that they had this. This is the Damask 3D embossing folder. Isn't that so pretty? This was $3.50, I believe. And then I picked up this Hello Kitty paper. I didn't like some of the patterns in it, but I thought, you know, for $2.50 or whatever, I was gonna pick it up. But I really like that pattern. They're double-sided, which is cool. But I think that's my favorite pattern, actually, the red. But they also have this pink one, which is nice. And then this blue. So, and then did they, oh yeah, this one. I wasn't crazy about that one. It's sort of busy, but still cute. And then the papers ranged from 5 cents to 20 cents. And you know, paper is my kryptonite, you guys. I try so hard not to get it, but I just can't pass it up. And so I bought a bunch of sheets, as you can see here, and they are all, you know, sketchbook, Jen Hadfield, Adventurous, and that. Yeah, this is the Benevolent one. I think I did get some Forever Fields. This one's the Bo Bunny Brighton collection. That's Adventurous, I believe, yeah. So I got lots of those, 5 cents to 20 cents. So, you know, the deals were just so good. But I'm trying to stick to papers that I already have collections for. So I already have Sketchbook. I already have the Bo Bunny collection. So, you know, I'm trying not to expand anymore because I'm about to explode in this scrapbook room. Next up, I got this, and they weren't cutting bolts anymore of fabric. So you had to buy the whole bolt. And I got this. Isn't this so cute? I love the little ladybugs on there. This is the Pop brand, and it's jersey knit. I thought that this would be great for the spines of a journal, strawberry journal. And this was, I believe, for the whole bolt, and there's about 7 yards on here, I think. let me see what she wrote. Yeah, there was 7 yards on here, and I don't know the regular price, but it ended up to be under $10 for the whole bolt. So I thought that that was awesome. And then I also picked up some trims, and I got these white pom-poms. They were $4.99, 80% off. And I got these because I thought I could dye them. What do you guys think? Do you think that these can be dyed different colors? You know, because I don't know how much white I'll use, but I thought if I could dye them pink or blue, that would be pretty. And I did the same for this one. You have to buy the whole bolt again and the trim. So this ended up being, let me see here. Yeah, these ended up being under $1 a piece, and I got 3 of them for these pom-pom trims. So I thought I could dye these too. These are just like the red ones that Shara Crane uses, but they're white. So I thought, hey, if I can dye these, that'd be perfect. But I got that one. Then I got this. I thought this would be fun for my Alice in Wonderland journal. Again, under $1 for this whole thing. And then this red one. So I was happy with those. See, yeah, you can only buy the full bolt. So that is that all I got from Joann's? Yes, I think so. Let me just move the, oh, let me show you this real quick. I stopped into Hobby Lobby because it was right by Joann's, and I just got some gold chain. I'm making some dangles for my cousin Leah and my sister Candy. So I thought that would be fun to use. But let me clear this off a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you the stuff I got from Goodwill bins. I, haven't been to the bins in a long time. I typically don't go there. It's not in the best of neighborhoods. So I don't like to go by myself. So my son usually goes with me. And I can't stay long, I can't walk around very long, but it was neat. I like the bins. I think it's a fun shopping experience. The only thing is that there were like, this was packed this time. The parking lot was just packed. I never see it like this, but there were a lot of like homeless people there, or what seemed like homeless people. They had like a pillow on the side waiting for the new bins to come out, and they were just laying on the pillow. And I felt really bad, like, oh, maybe I'm taking away from these people by shopping here. But as I shopped around, I quickly noticed that they are not looking for the same things that I'm looking for. They want like stuff to sell and clothes and stuff like that. And I'm totally not looking for that. I'm looking for junk journal supplies. So I didn't even go into the new bins when they brought them out. For those of you that don't know what the bins are, they are just these huge bins on wheels that Goodwill puts like 30 of them out at a time, and you just rifle through them. It's just, I hate to say it, but it's almost like garbage picking indoors. But there's some really cool stuff in there that you can find, and then you get to purchase it by weight. So the lighter the stuff you buy, the less expensive it is. So it's not priced individually or anything like that. You just put all your product on this scale, they weigh it and give you a price. And I spent, I think it was $20.50. I did get more stuff than I'm about to show you here. I got some dollhouse furniture, like a collapsible recycling bin, some plant stuff for outdoors. But let me show you what I got. I got all of this deluxe Monopoly money. Like, I needed more Monopoly money, right? But it was in such good condition. I just thought I can't really pass that up. I picked up some seam binding and rickrack. This is twill tape, actually. And then some rickrack and then some brown seam binding. It was 16 cents. I love it when they have the old stickers on them. And then the games are sort of scattered all over the place, so it's really difficult to find a full game, but I'm not really looking for that anyway. I'm just looking for the pieces. So I got these bingo cards. They're a little bit big, but I thought, I could cut them down and collage on them. 1978. So those were cool. And then this was really fun. It's a Mensa 75 Riddles and Conundrums. So, and these were in great condition too. says the diagram below is made up of matchsticks and represents a dry martini with an olive in the glass. Move one matchstick to place the olive outside the glass. So how fun is that? I love that. And then I thought that I saw the answer around here, but oh, I must have moved it. Anyway, those are really fun. I thought those would be great to put in journals or even just play, you know, with my son. I think those would be fun. And then I saw these cards, and look at how pretty. Paris with all the houses. There was only 4 of them, but I thought they were so cool. And then I got 4 envelopes to go with them. And they're just blank inside. Here's some more rickrack and some lace that I picked up. And then I saw a work basket magazine. It was in shambles, so I just pulled one page out of it. I liked this flower page. I thought this would be cute for journals. And then I saw this paper, and this, you know, Diane Hubert on Pretty Pink Cottage just made a 4th of July journal, or is in the process of making her 4th of July journals. And I thought this would be perfect for that. So a 4th of July journal maybe in my future. And then this was in a package of chenille stems, but the chenille stems were in pretty rough shape, but it shows you just how to make different items with chenille stems. And I thought that was really fun. It's on this old paper. I don't know if it has a date on it. I don't think it does. Oops, I just ripped it. But anyway, really cute. And then I was always looking for one of these. I think these would be, you know, this is the spinner for the Monopoly game to put the properties in. But wouldn't these be great to display like your handmade cards in? I just think that this would be perfect for that. So I was gonna buy one out of my friend Sherry's shop. Her shop is Turquoise Dreaming on Etsy. But it was a little pricey, but worth it, you know, but I found it at the bins. So, you know, you never know what you can find there. Then I got these multiplication cards, and I thought that they had like a nice, they weren't like stark white, you know, a nice vintage look to them. So I got some of those. Isn't this fun? I mean, I dug all of this stuff out of the bins. And then I got this. It's so pretty. You know, the spine is sort of wearing away, but look at the inside. Isn't that gorgeous? It is, let's see, the Marion Children's Missal. And it's got some neat like photographs in here. Let's see. Well, these are illustrations, but here's some photographs. And I thought that was neat. So I had to pick that up. It's so pretty. And then I got some game pieces. I've been watching Carla Frizell a lot. And she just has the greatest dangles. And I thought these would be perfect for a dangle, right? And then these are sequence cards, and they're in the package and everything, so they were perfect to put in journals. And then I've already washed all of these, but again, these are just, you know, more of the dangle pieces for you know, a dangle like Carla Frizell makes. These pink chess pieces are so cool, and so are the green ones. Thought those would be so fun to put into a journal on the spine. And these are all wet. Like I said, I just washed them, so they're just drying out in there. But so fun. I got some life pieces, those little cars with the people. So that was fun. I did find a pattern, and that was amazing. They had a lot of patterns in there. A lot of them were newer though. This one, it doesn't have a date on it, but it's an older one. It was 75 cents at the time, so not too old, but very cool. And then they had this, a whole package of crepe paper in this pretty Kelly green. So I don't even think I have that color. And then here's some of the properties from Monopoly. So I picked those up. The game was just scattered everywhere, so. And then I got these, the Count and Ernie. I thought those were so cute for like a dangle. So cute. And then this is one of my favorite finds, the Tom Sawyer watercolor set. And it's this tin canister, and there's nothing in it, but it says March 27th, 1969. Believe it or not, I did wash the inside of this. But I just thought that was so cool. 39 cents at the time. Love that. And then I got these creative memory dividers. So still in the package, power sort dividers. And then I got some creative memory stickers. And so these are like the tags and like some fun summary popsicles and sandals and sunglasses. So I thought those were fun. Then I also picked up some more dividers, and these have all the letters on top. Thought those were cool. This is another one of my favorite finds, a Viewmaster, but it's of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And it came with a little paper and everything in it. Isn't that cool? So I love that. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, I got some of these books. Friends Old and New. So this was from 1966, it looks like. But this was probably why my order was so much. It's from 1963, you know, because books are heavy. But I loved the illustrations in here. So cool. So I got that one. And then I also picked up another book. And it's More Fun with Our Friends. And this is from 1962. Scott Forsman and Company. But aren't these perfect illustrations to like cut out and use on your tags and, you know, just on pages and junk journals? Love that. And just a couple more things. Sorry for the bag crinkling. I'm just taking it out of the bag as I go. I got a couple of laces and a pink thread. So that is all that I got from the bins and from Joann's. That was such a fun shopping trip. Spend minimal amount of money and get a ton of stuff, but now I've got to put it all away. So that will be a challenge as usual. But thank you so much for stopping by, friends. I love it when you come by. Like I said, it is gloomy out here today. I hope that you guys are having a better day, but until next time, friends, love ya. Bye-bye.